I've been in interviews. I look around and nobody else looks like me. Hey, what's good, YouTube? I'm Dewan. I got 3 more classes to finish up my degree, so I've been working on that. The courses that I'm currently taking, just in case any of you are wondering, is C++, which is a programming language that's object-oriented, kind of like Java, which I'm also working on that certification that I have to take next month. So I'm learning 2 programming languages at the same time. But hey, I see the similarities right off the bat, so that's pretty cool. Now, the next class that I'm taking is Linux Fundamentals. So I'm learning the client side and the server side of Linux. Some Ubuntu, some CentOS, some Red Hat, all of that, which will pretty much add to my qualifications on my resume. And then the next class that I'm taking is Business Communications. That's a lot of writing. The reading is very, very good. I do have to take my hat off to whoever wrote the coursework for that course, because the reading is great. It's a lot of information that I pretty much already knew from business communication, but it just adds to my knowledge. Now, as far as the books for the Linux class and the C++, those are terrible. I have to be honest about that. Those are just really dry, the old school course writing, just like that. But I can say the online portion for the Linux, it has a virtual environment. That's pretty dope. I really do like that. Anyway, what I wanted to make this video about, with it being Black History Month, I wanted to kind of talk about, my experience in tech when it comes to being black in tech. Shout a couple of people out. Link an article that you all can check out. And also just say thanks to everybody that's supporting me, still rocking with me. It's been a year. Really been putting in work, and people are getting certified. Now, I got to do a couple shout outs. My boy BLand310 just got his CCNA on Twitter. Shout out to you, fam. Congrats on that. David, he got his CCNA. Shout out to you, fam. Let's see. Man, there's so many people that hit me up that are out there passing these certifications. And if I'm missing anyone, please forgive me on that. Everyone that reaches out to me that has told me they got their CCNA, in my mind, I would like to shout everybody out, and I will be more diligent about writing all that down. I get a ton of messages, and I always congratulate you. But what I want to start doing, is posting that out for everybody to see here on the YouTube sphere. You know what I mean? Because I know how great of a feeling it is once you pass that certification. Whether I shout you out or not, that just adds to the feeling. But achieving that, I know how great it feels. Like, it's like, I don't know, having your first child or something. It's crazy. But it also, just the opportunity, the doors that it opens for your career. So shout out to everyone that's out there, working towards it, that's accomplished it, and that's also out here training and teaching and helping people get certified, giving back. So that's one of the things that's the main reason I started my YouTube channel, is to encourage others, to motivate others, and to give back to, not only people that look like me, sound like me, talk like me, but come from where I come from, but to everybody. Because, being in the military, being all around the world, I've got relationships with people in so many different countries, from so many different backgrounds. I've never been the type of person to care, what you look like, what you talk like, what you sound like. I accept people for who they are and what they do, and that's it, pretty much. As long as you don't stop me from getting money, or come between me and my family, we good. You feel me? But yeah, in all seriousness, it doesn't matter where you come from. With that being said, yes, I'm black, and if you all didn't notice, yes, I'm in IT. If you all didn't notice, yes, I'm a big dude. Um, I'm over 250 pounds. If you all didn't notice, so all that, I say all that to say this: everything that you can see that some people may feel is a hurdle that they have to cross in order to get to where they want to be, I look at it as one more thing that is going to make me stronger and is going to impact my story even more. Because yes, I've been in interviews to where I look around and nobody else looks like me, and it's really uncomfortable. But so what? Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I didn't want that job anyway. And other times, like, man, I really wanted that job. But that's okay. Because if one door closes, another one opens. There are going to be times where no matter where you're from, whether you're black or white, where you're going to be in situations where you're not comfortable or where you feel like an outsider, because often, like I talk about all the time, but like I come from the streets. I got tattoos. I listen to street music, and you know what I mean. But at the same time, I know how to. But at the same time, that's not going to stop me from being who I know I am. Just because of the music I listen to or where I come from doesn't validate, the work that I do, the way I make people feel, the time that I give back, what I do for my family, and just all that, the fact that I served my country, the fact that I went to war, none of that even matters. It's all about the work. So yes, it's Black History Month. Shout out to everybody, Dr. King, Malcolm X, Barack Obama, everybody that has paved the way for people like me to be able to be here on YouTube, helping people and giving back. So now let's talk about some more about being a minority in tech, because that's kind of what this is about. First thing I want to do is shout some people out. The first person I want to shout out is Alexis over at Espresso. She has a podcast. I talked about this before, but I'll leave a link in the description below. I did an interview with her not too long ago. It was pretty awesome. We talked about the CCNA, getting into tech, some career advice, entrepreneurship, things of that nature. She has a really motivational podcast, so please feel free to check that out. I really enjoyed this interview, and hopefully, I can get her on my channel because she's very professional. Her writing skills are off the charts, and I just really have a lot of respect for what she's doing. So please go check her out, check out her podcast, and tell her I said what up. The next person I want to shout out is Dina over at Black Tech Unplugged. She's doing something really creative with it being Black History Month. She's releasing a video every day of the month of someone that's a minority in IT, telling a story about what it means to be Black in technology. So that I felt like that was really cool. She reached out to me, wanted me to be on her channel, and I was obliged to do it. I have great respect for Dina. I plan to have her on my channel here soon, so be on the lookout for that because she is really dynamic. She's doing a lot of great things, and actually it's Black Tech Week in Miami, and she's there now putting it down. She has a podcast. Check that out. Check her YouTube channel out and show her some love. Okay, so there was an article. I actually got it this morning, and it looks like it came out yesterday, but it's from Tech Republic. I'll leave a link in the description. It says 5 eye-opening statistics about minorities in tech. And basically, it's talking about diversity in tech. So it's not just talking about Black people. It's talking about pretty much all minorities in technology. And I really found this article interesting. The subtitle of this article says diversity efforts could net the IT industry an extra $400 billion in revenue each year. And here's why. And so it explains how this could really boost the IT industry. But then it has some interesting facts about the statistics of minorities in tech. And one of them that I found, that I already know, but I just found like, man, got to do better. But as far as African Americans in tech, there's only 7.4% of us. Man, I started this channel because I wanted to inspire people like, hey, bro, I know you out there doing what you're doing, but at the same time, if you put in 6 months of work, you can really get out here and make $50,000 a year, and it won't be that hard, especially depending on where you at. You know what I mean? So don't be discouraged. Believe in yourself. Like, there are people out here that aren't the norm of what you see. There are people that are normally like you that's out in technology that are changing people's lives, that are helping people and giving back. So check this out. This article, I found it really interesting. Technology is for everybody, especially with the internet. What's on YouTube right now? Oh my goodness. If YouTube was around when I first got in tech, there's no telling where I would be. But I probably wouldn't be here with you right now. So my life is really destined to go the way it's going to go. But if there's so much information that's out there. Like, this is the age of information, and honestly, they say is could be too much information, because if that information is not being applied, it's not knowledge, it's not valuable. But there's so much out there to learn pretty much anything you want to learn. I was watching a couple videos about some software engineers, because yes, networking is my passion, but at the same time, telling my kids that coding is the future, knowing in my mind that coding is the future, but not coding myself, I'm doing my own family and future generation a disservice. Like, for me, it's something that I have to be at the forefront, I feel, to be able to say, hey, coding is the future, and here's why. And if you're interested, I can help you because I did it. Now, granted, I'm going the Java route, but really, it doesn't matter which route you go. Just be curious about it. A lot of people talk about Python, but Python is hot now. Like, who knows, 3, 4, 5 years from now. So just be curious about all areas of technology. Um, believe in yourself. Whatever obstacles you're facing. I had a conversation with someone, I'm not going to say his name, but he just had a bone marrow transplant. And I just had a conversation with him last night. And last week he had a bone marrow transplant. He just beat cancer. And he's working to get in tech. To me, that's an inspiration. Whatever I'm dealing with, it's not a big deal. Somebody that's, not never been into tech and is passionate to make it into tech despite overcoming cancer. Like, come on, man. Like, it doesn't matter where you're from, what you're going through, what you do. If you want to do it, set out the goal, believe in yourself, and do everything in your power to make it happen. Invest in your future. If you have the cash flow to buy that book, buy that book. Speaking of which, Lab Every Day, the shirts will be in the description. But if you have the cash flow to buy that book for whatever you want to learn, buy it. To take that course for whatever you want to learn, pay for it, take the course. To attend that college class and get your degree, pay for it, get your degree. Because all of that you're learning and doing, it's only going to make you more valuable. It's only going to set you up for a better future. Because information does not become knowledge unless you apply it. And then once you get enough knowledge to get you a job as fast as you can. Because once you have that job, everything that you learned in those books, in the labs, from your note cards, from your certification exams, will begin to really make sense and take your career to the next level. But I just wanted to catch up with everybody, let y'all know what's going on with me, talk about diversity in tech, and just say thank you to everyone that's getting certified. Thank you to everyone that's been supporting me. Thank you to everyone that's supporting each other. If you're not following my Twitter, man, you're missing out on a community of people that are just passionate about success. Sometimes I don't even tweet. I just look at the mentions, just like, wow, like the way people are just communicating and supporting each other is so dope. Like, if I don't do nothing else, just to know that I came this far is what's up. But trust me, we going even further, we going even harder. But right now, I got to get this degree. You feel me? Like I said, Lab Everyday shirts on Amazon right now. Feel free to check it out. Link in the description. Espresso's podcast will be in the description. Black Tech Unplugged will be in the description. And the 5 eye-opening statistics about minorities in tech, Tech Republic article will be in the description. I thank everyone for your support, and I will catch up with you later. Peace.